Assumable mortgage. What is it? And how could this be a really interesting topic in the future for affordability? Well, the assumable mortgage is essentially where the buyer of the property can take over the existing mortgage. Now, first and foremost, there's two things that you have to consider here is that the existing servicer of the loan, let's say you're making your payments as a seller to ABC Bank, that buyer has to go get approved with ABC Bank to be able to take over the payments or assume it. Second is that the buyer has to come up with the difference of purchase price to the amount of the existing mortgage. Let's say they were going to buy $1 million home and the existing seller has a $500,000 property. So step one, ABC Bank has to approve you for a $500,000 mortgage. Step two, you have to come up with $500,000 to make the difference. Now, potentially in the future, you might be able to do a second mortgage or something else, but essentially, assumable mortgages are when you have enough down payment to be able to come in as a buyer to bridge that entire gap. So that will limit a lot of people in terms of the assumable mortgage. Now, assumable mortgages are not new. Assumable have been around for VA for forever. And then FHA has some assumable pieces. Most conventional loans and most jumbo mortgages do not allow for the assumability. So what would potentially have to take place is the administration would have to come in and say, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, I want you to convert all of your loans that are existing for primary homes, let's say, for example, into assumable mortgages, meaning now you will allow them if Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac owns them. Any jumbo loan, the bank would be the only person that has the right to say if it's assumable or not assumable. But Fannie, Freddie being government-sponsored entities and being the fact that they can, their rules or policies come from the administration or FHFA, Federal Housing, basically the entity that controls them, is that those policies can change. So that is assumability. It's got some positives. You want to come in and buy the house and take over my 3% mortgage, great. But the house is probably worth way more, and you got to bridge that gap, right? So on top of having to be approved by the loan servicer, which could take 30, 60, I've even heard 90 plus days. How do you purchase a home and have a transaction that's 90 plus days? I don't know if it'll work. So would love your comments below. If you want to chat more about it,